Hello, everyone. I have had a rough few weeks, but I decided to go live because, hey, it's live time and I'm actually available to do it and I'm feeling okay to do it. So this is great. Um, some of you that know that I did finish the couch and it's on my Facebook page, in my group. I did finish the little throw pillows on the couch, so that was pretty cool. Um, I have not hardly been working on anything because I've been in a lot of pain. Um, I actually have an ultrasound coming up to bladder to see if it needs to be removed. So there's that. Um, so I have not crocheted anything, finished any of my whips. I still have to finish my husband's blanket before the 4th of July. Um, but a few weeks ago, I did get the couch done. A couple weeks ago, on a day I was feeling all right. So, hey Pat, how are you? Um, I've been walking and training my cat lately. When I can, she takes me on a walk, which is interesting, and she's keeping me active, which is good because if if I didn't have a kitten to take care of right now, I would probably be wallowing in misery, which is not something that you should do. Um, you should be as active as possible, and that's what I've been doing. Um, so how is everybody? I want to know how everybody else is doing. I'm hanging in there, so I want to know how everybody else is doing. I'm breathing, so I really have nothing to complain about. Um, and my husband's bringing my drink to me. If you hear that sloshing sound, I need a drink. Um, but I will be continuing to work on my husband's blanket, his Celtic Stitch blanket. Hopefully, I will get it done by his birthday. And I did notice that have almost 500 subscribers, which is awesome. I would love to have 500 subscribers. Even 1,000 would be just amazing for my birthday in November. But I'm close, really close to 500. I have only, I think, 80 more to go, 88 more to go before I reach 500, which is awesome. Um, so I'm really proud of that. Um, Even though I haven't been on every week like I was supposed to be because I'm having some health issues, but I'm still so close to 500, which is awesome. Um, we have, let's see, what else have we been? Um, Thanks, Bear. How are you? Um, I've been on lives. I've usually been on lives on a regular basis, and I haven't even done that. I haven't been very social. Um, just haven't really felt like being that social today. The past few weeks because I haven't been feeling good. Hey, Mabrina, come here. Look, my co-host. She's a monkey. She wants to go play. She does not want me to hold her because she's a 3-month-old kitten, 3.5 months old. So of course she wants to get into trouble. Um, yeah. Yes, Bear. Physical therapy is great for that. I have carpal tunnel in my arms and my hands go numb and they hurt. And physical therapy helps a lot with that. And I'm so grateful that my physical therapist has started again last week because I went months without physical therapy. And yeah, she's getting big. she's growing so fast. We actually took her to the vet 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. We took her to the vet, and the vet said, "What are you feeding her?" As soon as she walked in. She didn't say hi or anything. She was just like, "What are you guys feeding her?" Because she is growing so fast and getting big so fast. But I'm excited. I'm excited that she's getting so big. She's easier to handle, and she's getting good. She's doing good with her training. I think she's getting used to outside. We now have a first it was just a 4-foot leash, and she hated it. But we went and got one of those retractable ones that go out to 12 or 13 feet. I think it's 12. And she climbs trees like a little monkey. Of course, they're always the ones I'm allergic to. Of course. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Relaxing when I can, and eating bland food for my starting today. I'm starting to eat bland food. Let me tell you, it's boring. Which, of course, that's the word bland right there. It's of course boring. So flavorless. Ew. Gross. Who has ever had to? I wonder, who has anybody ever had to have their gallbladder removed? I have a few friends of mine that have, but I wonder if anybody. Ooh, oh my goodness. Yeah, you have to make sure that you're not stressed out. Definitely, definitely, Pat. That's some serious stuff to deal with. Um, my husband's grandmother, she deals with stress, and she's had strokes, and we worry about her. We always tell her about her blood pressure and stuff like that. But sorry about that, my phone. Your appendix last September. I'm wondering if, I mean, I'm wondering if it would be kind of the same thing, like removal wise.
Yep.
Your appendix or your gallbladder. My mom had hers removed before she was my age. Actually, she had hers removed. I had a missionary friend who was only 19 or 20 when she had hers removed. She was actually on her mission, and she had to go home and ended up with hers removed. So that's kind of crazy. I know a lot of people that have had theirs removed, but when I talked to a friend of mine, she said, "You're so young to have yours removed. That's really young to have your appendix removed." And I'm like, "Well, I'm 35. I'll be 36 in November, and so I don't know. I mean, my mom had hers removed before then, and I know a missionary who had hers done around 19 or 20. So, what age is average? I need to look that up." Hey, Danny! I made it! I'm actually doing a live. Isn't it amazing? I actually am feeling good enough to do a live, so that's cool. I just hope everybody is doing good and hanging in there. I just found out a friend of mine at church, her husband got COVID positive. You missed me. Things have been tough for me health wise, but I'll get there. Thank you, Bear. I hope so too. I hope everything just goes the way it needs to go and the way the Lord wants it to go. And of course it will, because yeah. That's the way it is. It's all in the Lord's hands. So Sorry, I was checking to see who called me. Oh no, you're good. You're good. Things have been kind of crazy, but I'm hanging in there. My cat's taking me for walks, um, which is a good thing for me to get out and get some fresh air. She's my little monkey, and I've just been resting a lot and eating my boring, bland food starting today instead of making myself suffer by eating spicy or anything else, any other kind of food. Um, but we all have our struggles, we all have our issues, and I think as long as we're all breathing, we're good, right? As long as we're all breathing and things always could be worse, and there's always someone who's feeling worse than you are. So you need to look at it that way. You need to go and say, you know what? I don't have it as bad as someone else. There's people in the world that don't have water. There's people in the world that are homeless. And I think I would rather take gallbladder pain and instead of not knowing where my next meal will be, or not having a roof over my head. Um, so I'm counting my blessings and I'm just dealing with it because that's the best thing to do. Everybody needs to just count your blessings and say, you know what, I have. And I mean, I'm in a country where we have doctors that are there, and there's other countries that don't have that, that don't have the doctors and the that can help you. And I'm so blessed. So it's good. All is well. Um, it is very important to count your blessings and to because it lifts up your spirits a lot when you say, "Wow, there's so much that I have that others don't." So what do I have to complain about? Um, it's just a trial, and this is temporary. So so what else is everybody else making? What's ever on everybody's hook? Yeah, I know. Where are my cat ears? I have actually three of them hanging up right here. Let's see which one I should wear. This one. I think I'll wear this one. There. Since I'm in my room now, where with my I can just grab them right where I had them hanging and put my cat ears on. I don't even have lipstick on and my hair is not done, and but it's me. Y'all get it. Y'all get just minty poncho 483. I'm gonna have to look at what that looks like. I'll have to look at. I love Bag of Days ponchos and shawls. That's my thing. Ponchos and shawls. I love to make them. Um, and blankets. Well, thank you, Denny. Um, I am. Hi. Do you want to say hello to everybody? She's behind my computer, you guys. She's peeking around. Do you want to say hi? Here. See? See how big she's getting? Like, oh my goodness, you guys. She was so little. Like this tiny little fur ball only a couple months ago. And then, what are you getting? And then she's now 3.5 months. And she's huge. No wonder the vet said, "What are you feeding her?" Because she's growing so fast, so fast. Um, she's my little panther, though. What's really cool is that she's a mixture of our two cats that we lost. She's actually got traits of both of them, which is kind of cool. It's like I always say that they're whispering how to get away with things to her. You want to know what's really cool? Try doing this. It drives them crazy. That's what I think anyway. I think they're whispering to her, telling her and guiding her and telling her what's cool and what you should do and what drives mommy and daddy crazy. Because she does a great job of it, but we love her to death. So, what are you looking at, a bug? Is there a bug outside you want to get? So I started a few minutes later. Yeah, at a year old, you kind of do consider them kittens, though. They do grow so fast, so fast. Um, Time flies. Just like with humans, just like with human people, they don't stay babies forever, and you just go, what happened? How all of a sudden you're in school and you're in what grade now? And oh my gosh, then graduation, and then they're having kids of their own, and it's so fast. It just flies. How fast time goes. But what is okay, so Denny is working on that. Nothing on your hook spare. A knit cardigan, that would be cool. There are none two alike. You're very right. I think I'm trying to get the hang of knitting. Knitting is a very slower process, and I just really, really have to be in the mood. I have never finished a project ever. I'm still in practice mode, and I took crochet and flew with it. But knitting, I am just really slow with it. It's just, I can tell that it's not a craft for me. Like I have a couple oval looms, and um I'm like, this just really doesn't feel like it's for me. But I'm gonna try to do at least something, at least one thing. Um but crochet has been my go-to. My hands have been hurting though lately, so I'm hoping, and praying that I will be able to finish my husband's um, blanket before his birthday on the 4th. Frogging a beanie to make something else. Yep, I've done that before. I have frogged things to make. I'm like, nope, it does. My yarn does not tell me it wants to be this. This doesn't feel right. So I frogged the whole thing. Yeah, but that's how it goes. That Janisha, that's how it goes. It really does. They just you never you never expect them to grow so fast, but that's how life is. They do. It's like, my gosh, I remember changing your diapers. Yeah, I will get there eventually. I will get there with knitting. Um it's just, I'm going to go with what feels right, what feels right to work with for my comfort, for my mental well-being. And so I don't have patience for knitting right now. And I will learn, and I will. What I need to do is I need to follow Granny D's tutorials for knitting and seeing um, if maybe I can figure something out that'll work better for me, or somebody else, another person's videos that will guide me and help me to enjoy knitting more. Sorry guys, I'm really thirsty. Okay, so I have Netflix. And I want to know, are there any shows that are not TVMA or too graphic that are actually entertaining? Because seriously, um, I don't like watching shows. I don't watch shows that are TVMA. I try to avoid them, but I also want ones that are entertaining. Um, Ones that'll keep my attention. I like fantasy too. So if you guys have any suggestions, even if it's not Netflix, if it's another thing that you watch that isn't TV, not TVMA. I only go to 14. Um, it's not vulgar. Um, I don't need the nudity. I don't do MA. It's horrible. I don't need nudity. Sex doesn't need to be in a show for it to be good. My goodness, the Golden Girls totally rocked. I'm just saying. And there was no nudity. You don't have to see nakedness or sex in it for it to be a good show, am I right? I mean, seriously. All the shows now that come out, even ones that I have seen that are TV 14, actually has nudity in it too. And I'm like, my 14-year-old wouldn't be watching this if I had a 14-year-old. Are you kidding me? Community. I'll have to look that for that one. But shows don't need that. They don't need to have a lot of cursing or nudity to be good. Why? Why is it there? For the younger generation that needs the nudity, they need to learn that they don't need it either. TV 14 has gotten worse. I sometimes can't even watch TV 14 because I'm like, my 14-year-old wouldn't be allowed to watch it. But anyway, that's my rant for today. Is come on, guys. Come on. You don't need it. Honestly. All you producers don't need sex or a lot of cursing to be good. You don't there's so much inspiration you should get from the older shows because they're just as entertaining. E.T. is on Netflix. I actually cry watching E.T. I get so sad for E.T. My goodness, I have been so thirsty. But um yeah, that was my rant for the day. Producers don't need cursing and violence and a lot of violence and a lot of nudity to be entertaining. It just doesn't need to be there. Um well, unfortunately, I'm starting to get out of breath because that's what happens sometimes when you have gallbladder problems. So, I'm gonna go. I hope everybody is having a blessed week. I hope everybody is hanging in there with all the restrictions. My goodness. Can't even go to the Y for longer than 45 minutes to swim in them. 45 minutes is not long enough to swim, just saying. But things will get better, and we need to look and hope that it was. I will, Pat. Thank you. I'm gonna go make some shrimp and rice, um, something light. I love you all so much, and I hope you guys are doing well. God bless.